Hey, it's Patrick Schill with David Zaluko of the Schill team at Realty Pros. Nothing gets the community together like some good old-fashioned fall football.
We're here today to interview the high school varsity football coach of Mainland Buccaneers, Travis Roland.
Let's get this kicked off.
I'm super excited today to be here interviewing the coach of Mainland High School football. He's a friend of mine, and knowing him personally, to really get everyone to understand who he is, he's definitely the epitome of a champion in life. So I do have a few questions for him, and so the family and the community of Mainland can really get to know him. So I'm going to start off, for you, football is more than a game. It's about life. So there's a great quote by Dabo Sweeney that says, "You can win, 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 but if you're not equipping young men to be great husbands and fathers, you lose." Are you having a saying known for family? Can you explain the acronym and about how you're educating and preparing these young men for life beyond the football field?
So absolutely, the family for us stands for forget about me, I love you. I feel like right now, during this interview, I'm going through in my mind, I'm like, I really hope this thing is way more geared towards Mainland and Mainland football, because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about Travis Roland. If it were about me, I would then put the attention on my father or my mother, who have done a great job of raising me and being great parents. And if we're talking about, my success as a coach, I would go to the kids or the programs that I've coached at. So that's what it stands for us. And just at any moment, at any given time, you want to always put the other persons before you and the people that are part of your family or your team, because at the end of the day, your success is going to be directly tied to the people that are around you. So that's what our family motto stands for, and even going beyond football, just in life. If it comes down and you got some food and your teammate's hungry, help them out, look out for them. And so not about you, but about them.
Okay, that kind of comes into explain how the lessons, morals, and values and focus on education under your leadership here are meant to carry players beyond high school. And like I said, in the community, college classrooms, workforce.
I think the biggest part is like right now, like my dad's still the commissioner of Daytona Beach Pop Warner, and I'm out there looking, and there's kids that we coached here that are out there coaching, and that's straight up volunteer. There's no way you're getting paid coaching Pop Warner. Nate Anderson is one of the young men out there now. He just became part of the police force here in Daytona Beach, and then he's out there in his uniform coaching. So he doesn't even change clothes. He gets right out there and he's coaching football. So I think that's one of the big things, is that we just want these kids to understand that football is nothing but a tool. A tool to get free education if possible, or to get some of it paid for, and then it's also to get you to college to learn some life lessons through ball, and then be able to go out there and be a productive citizen. And that's what we want to see. We want to see these guys and these young men go off and be good fathers, good husbands. And I think I've got teammates that are representing that, and then even kids that have played for us are going on and doing great things. So that's one of the better parts about that's the most rewarding part about it, is not watching them so much make sacks and things like that on TV, but being able to get to this point.
Okay, perfect. And then speaking of legacy, I know you're a big deal in the town. You had all-time single-season tackle leader in Mainland history.
Yep.
And you went on to be named 25 greatest players of all time in Volusia Flagler by News Journal Gridiron Greats. Being born and bred here, tell me, how does it feel to recently accept the head coaching job at Mainland and be back home where it all began?
I think it's surreal. Just growing up watching my brother play here, watching my cousins all play here. My mom was the assistant principal here for 13 years, so Mainland is in me. I always said, even when I was going to Flagler Palm Coast, you cut me open, I'm still going to bleed blue and gold. We have a saying, but pride never dies, and it truly doesn't. So it's been a surreal feeling. I think that, it helps me not feel pressure so much, because I know, having been here as a player and a coach before, we kind of understand what it takes. We know what we have to do to get out of our kids in order to get the best out of them. So it's just been an awesome feeling knowing that I've, got an opportunity to lead my, my alma mater, to the playoffs and to try to have championship season. So I'm excited, to be honest. That's the biggest thing, is just excited. And, it's going to mean a little bit more now, because I understand the pressures that come along with being the head coach at Mainland, but it's just going to be fun. It's an exciting time right now.
Great. So more importantly, giving your view that football is bigger than a game, explain how these young men will be part of your family for life, how you're still invested in their educational performance, their involvement in the community, and their success on and off the field. Like, in what ways are you connected with former players?
Oh man, so Like right now, even though they're not that much younger than me, it was my first year coaching. Jeff Harris is a special team coordinator for us and JV head coach, and then Ethan Simpson, who played for me also in that same year, he's our defensive line coach and co-special teams coordinator. So that right there, you see those guys that we had a good enough impact to where they wanted to become teachers and educators. And then with the former players, Miko Doss at Florida State. He and I talk weekly. Cyrus Fagan's at NC State. They both are finishing their master's degrees,
awesome.
So that is amazing. They both have wants to want to coach. So we talked a lot of them. Kevin McCrary just graduated a couple years ago. He's back. He's volunteering his time out here with us right now. So I talk to these kids all the time. Whether it's through social media, whether it's on the phone through FaceTime. My daughter knows them as her brothers. So that's one of the best parts of it. I think it's just so I continue to talk to those guys. Even the kids at Palm Coast. I'm not their head coach anymore, but I'm still coach. And so that's one of the best parts, that we're still able to have a relationship and be able to talk and just be able to still they know that I'm an avenue for them if they need to vent or if they need something, I'm still here to help them out and assist them.
I love it. All right, and now as you prepare for this challenging season, because I know they changed the district, it's 6A district.
District of Death.
Yeah. Discuss how you're preparing these young men not only physically but mentally and emotionally to perform at their best under a lot of pressure, which also happens to be a great life lesson that will go on.
Two things we've talked about is focus and dealing with adversity. I said, guys, we're in a district where the teams we play, they're going to make some plays. They may be winning the game at certain points, and how we handle that adversity is going to directly affect what happens in that game. If we can't handle adversity, if we can't handle them making a play, if we can't handle being down, then we're not going to have a great year. We got to be able to be focused throughout the entire football season. You can't be focused for a quarter or focused for 3 or 4 games. We've got to be focused for the whole time. It's no different with life. Whether it's your finances, whether it's your health, you're going to face adversity at some point in life. And so that's where it directly ties into having those life lessons to be able to focus even through adversity, because we all know as adults, just because you hit a bad batch in life, it's going to keep going. The bills keep coming, the sun keeps rising. Hopefully, prayerfully, you get to see the sun rise. So it's just getting them to be able to focus and deal with adversity.
All right, so last question. When all's said and done, when these kids walk off their field for the last time and accept their diplomas, what do you think these players, how do you think they will remember their time here at Mainland?
I just want them to say that they know they were loved, genuinely loved. I had a parent share a picture of her son and me just a week ago on Facebook, and she said that she's happy that her son still had a relationship with his coach. And I think for me, that's one of the biggest parts is and he even told some of the kids today, he said, guys, listen, there's going to be days you hate him, and there's going to be days you want to curse him out and you want to fight him. He's like, but I promise you, when you get older and at the end of the day, you're going to love him. And that's what and you're going to love him and know that he loved you. And that's the biggest thing is when they walk away from me at the end of it, when they graduate, I just hope they know that they were loved beyond football, beyond any of it. And I hope that when they leave Mainland, that they have that same Buck Pride Never Dies mentality, and they understand that this is a great place. It's to me, it's the greatest high school in the country. I think just because of the pride and tradition that's here. So I hope that they walk away, beaming with Buck Pride and ready to tell the world that they're a graduate of as I say on Twitter, the Mainland High School.
Well, I want to thank you, like I said, being a friend of the family and everything. I want to thank you for this interview. I know you're busy.
Thank you.
And I appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Perfect.
Patrick Schill's back with Michelle, a first international title, and this is the speed round. Take us away, Michelle.
Woo! So, Coach, tell us, between college or NFL, which one do you choose?
Oh, college. The atmospheres are way, way better. Fans are awesome. College all day.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. Patrick.
A little bit tougher here. Alicia Keys, Mariah Carey.
Alicia Keys. High school, I think I heard the Fallen song 97 times every day on the radio, so Alicia Keys.
Girl is so
yes, and my daughter blows that song all the time. Loves it.
All right, Pepsi or Coke?
Ooh, Coke. I'm going to go with Coke. My aunt's going to kill me, but I'm going to go with Coke.
All right, favorite all-time player?
Football?
Football.
All time? Derek Brooks. I think amazing linebacker, played at Florida State, played with Coach Anthony, who's our assistant head coach here. And I'm a Florida State-aholic, but Derek Brooks by far, just an amazing football player.
Nice, so the weather allows, so beach or pool?
Pool.
Pool?
Pool. I can be more master of the domain, so I'm gonna take pool.
I like that.
#1 pump-up song before a game?
Pastor Troy, I'm 1A, 1B, Pastor Troy, vice versa, and then Sail by AWOL Nation. That's two opposite ends of the spectrum, but I'm weird.
We're with it. So Superman or Batman?
Batman. Batman's got way better gadgets and he's human.
What are you? I'm Batman.
Pizza or pasta?
Oh, pizza all day. Extra pepperoni, please.
I'm a pepperoni girl myself. UFC or boxing?
Boxing. Floyd Mayweather's the GOAT, greatest of all time, and I love the sweet science. Although MMA is tough because it's way harder because you gotta worry about somebody kicking you, elbowing you. But I'm more entertained about boxing.
On behalf of all of us here, we want to thank Coach Travis for everything he does for the kids in this community, for Daytona Beach, and for inviting us out here to show off his amazing football team.
See you next time.